Talk show titans. This morning, one of the biggest names from the 1990s who never left the limelight, Jerry Springer. Outrageous and provocative, but it wasn't always that way.
You just joined us. This is our first show, and
A tame start in 1991, but by the third season, the Jerry Springer Show was like nothing else on daytime TV. Sex, lies, and lots of feuds. Salacious topics were ratings gold for Springer. At one point, the show had more viewers than Oprah. And by the late 90s, some of Springer's daytime competitors were revamping their own shows to keep up.
It is only the grown-ups such as you that teach our children to not like that person because the color is.
A former mayor of Cincinnati and local news anchor, daytime talk was a departure for Springer, yet proved to be a lasting career. The Springer Brawls continue 26 seasons later. Jerry Springer, good morning to you.
Yeah, I'd like to apologize for I've ruined the culture.
Don't apologize now.
I've ruined the culture.
Okay, so let me begin with a quote. Okay, this is
Yes.
You said this on your 25th anniversary show. You said, "Let's be honest, virtually anyone can do what I do." You said, which is basically three things. You did what? Come on out, and
We'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
That's right. That's all you have to do.
But clearly, there's more than that. Why has this show lasted for 26 years?
Well, probably. Well, first it's stupid, and you know it's got a niche, and no one else kind of goes in that niche. So, I think that's one of the reasons it lasts. The personality of the guests. No one's watching because of me. They're watching because the stories are crazy and the people are outrageous.
I mean, look at
this. I think that's why. Yeah.
You've called your show chewing gum. You say it won't hurt you, but it's also not going to save the world. Is there anything, Jerry, that you won't allow on your show? You showed, Klan members. You've had little people wrestling in slime, women pretending to be men, fights. I mean, is there a line you won't cross?
Well, the show has no censorship. So, no, we'll bleep out the bad language. We'll, cover up the nudity or whatever.
But there's nothing where you would say,
look, we've had on our show, look, when our show started, Bert Dubrow was the executive producer, who, by the way, was Sally Jesse Raphael's producer. He's the one that kind of found me and said, do a talk show. When it started, we were a serious show. And but then all of a sudden it started going crazy, and when Universal bought us, they said from now on only crazy. But there's no censorship. And look, we've had on our show neo-Nazis, and my family was exterminated by the Nazis. So if I can do a show where I'm okay that they're on, then what am I going to say no to?
Well, why do you think people come on your show?
I don't know. You know what? Because I always say my closing prayer for everyone is, may you never be on my show.
Oh, no.
I think if I had a guess, it's for so many of our guests, no one ever asks them a question. They live their lives. They don't have kids who ask them their opinion. They don't have parents who ask their opinion. They're not in a job where their opinion is valued. It's like for one day in their life, people are really paying attention. They're talking about something that's important to them. We take it for granted. Every day of your life, someone asks, "Hey, what do you think? Nice job." So many of these people, no, they don't come on to be famous.
But it
they don't
seems
even
to
use
me,
their names.
Jerry, they come out, and sometimes you can't even get a word out before somebody's knocking you in the head with a chair. I mean, I'm no expert, but it doesn't seem like that's the way to solve a problem.
Well, no, I'm not allowed to know what the show's about. Okay? They hand me a card with just the names of the guests, and I'm supposed to ask questions that you would ask sitting at home and then make jokes. That's all. But I'm never allowed to know the subject matter. But when they come on, they're not coming on to be famous. I mean, they don't even use their real names in most cases. And they wear disguises, though the wigs do come off, which, by the way, is why we don't have Trump. He won't come on because he doesn't want his hair pulled.
Oh, my goodness.
Sorry. But I didn't mean to go in that direction.
Yeah, but keep going, Jerry. Keep talking.
I meant to go in that direction.
Jerry.
Yes, yeah. But this is important. It's about dating. We don't deal with serious issues. Truthfully, we don't do pregnancy tests or any of that stuff. It's about dating. So they're angry. That's legitimate. But the next day they're dating someone else. It's not a life-changing issue that we do on our show.
And then your final
it's
thoughts?
Just a circus.
Where did that come from? To take care of yourself and each other.
Well, I used to do that when I anchored the news for 10 years for the NBC affiliate in Cincinnati. And I would end every broadcast by saying that, because that kind of does reflect my liberal philosophy. We shouldn't just take care of ourselves, but each other as well. So the whole show is crazy. Everyone's doing crazy stuff, throwing food and everything. So at the end of the show, I just wanted to do something that, hey, you've watched all this. Now, this is my opinion of how it ought to be dealt with. So that's all.
But I have to end here, but you're 73 years old. You know, you have your grandson, you have your podcast, you have your Price is Right live. You know, any chance of slowing down or maybe jumping into politics?
I am today announcing my candidacy. You know, if I ran against Trump,
you have 4 seconds.
Okay, you would have a wall built because you need one.
Jerry.
No, you need one to keep Americans from trying to get out.
Jerry Springer, take care of yourself. Take care of yourself and each other. I've always wanted to say that. We should note the Jerry Springer Show is produced by our sister company, NBC Universal.
Hello, Today fans. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.